So we're going to jump right into the events that transpired. Not a huge deal, just a little concerning that this is already starting to happen. I live in a pretty safe neighborhood, and stuff like this transpiring. I'm assuming it's a young kid that's out of high school now or whatever and has nothing better to do. So I'm assuming and I'm hoping that that's the reason why our vehicles were broken into. But first, I want to thank the healthcare workers and everyone else who's out there making sure that the wheels keep turning here in the U.S. It's so important for society and the economy that you guys are out there doing everything you can do and ensuring that the world is safe for those that have to sit at home during quarantine. My job is considered essential, but I don't know. There's way more essential people out there than what my job provides for the world. So thank you, healthcare workers, garbage men, sanitization workers, grocery stores, clerks at the gas station even. It's everybody who is out there working. Thank you so much. I have 100% security footage of the entire event. I got a phone call from my girlfriend when I was out on the road. I was actually in Delaware for business a couple days ago, and she calls me up and she's like, "Were you in my car? My car is totally torn apart." And I'm immediately like, call the police because no, I was not in your car. And she sends me pictures and it's clear that someone was in the vehicle. So the DVR that we have is a little bit complicated. We had to wait until I got home. It shoots in 4K, so the video quality is actually pretty good. We went through it. I put it on like ×8 speed to like fast forward through the footage of the night we believe that it happened. And I was upstairs getting stuff ready and I just hear her screaming, "Oh my God, oh my God." And I run down and she has it paused and there is this guy in her car. It's crazy. I am in contact with the Lower Paxton Police Department and they said that they picked a guy up the same night. So they believe it's that guy because he had a ton of pocket change in his pocket. So I'm assuming that this is the same gentleman and hopefully this footage is enough to prosecute him because it's not cool, especially this time. It's not something that you want to see happen in society anytime, but especially whenever everyone's on edge. This is sad that people are going to this. Hopefully it's not out of desperation, it's just out of boredom. And the worst part is I was 50 feet away from where this was happening, just sleeping through it. We do have weapons in this house. I would hate to have to use them. Obviously in that situation where it's just some punk going into the vehicle, you wouldn't think it would have to come to that, but it's just so sad that you feel so helpless that you just sleep through something and it's my fiance's car of all things that it goes down in, that I couldn't have done more. So hopefully we can help out the police department. A bunch of other neighbors' cars were broken into. One down the road was the windshield was broken on, so we'll see. Anyway, here is the security footage. So this guy already tried the Mustang. That's slightly off camera. I'll have to actually check the other camera to see if that was able to pick him up. But he's just going through, hitting all the cars. Gets into my fiance's car here and just starts rummaging through. I have pictures of all the stuff. He just like destroys the vehicle, and you can see here he's being very careful. He's got this hat on it, or his shirt on his head, and then also he like scopes around his like 360 to make sure no one's watching him. And then whenever he's inside the vehicle, starts rummaging through the glove compartment, the center console, and for some reason rips off the jack cover where you'd have like your fuses, and you can also take vehicle diagnostics. I don't know what he was looking for in there. Probably just an experience and just maybe on drugs. I don't know. I don't know why you would look there. Luckily, fiance's car didn't have anything of value in it. I think he took some pocket change. That's about it. But very lucky that the Mustang was locked, and then also extremely lucky that the Duramax was locked. Neither of these vehicles have anything of value in them either. It's just the fact that it would really suck for him to have gotten into especially the Duramax. That would have sucked. The thing that is crazy to me is he spends a lot of time in my girlfriend's car. It just seems like once you would first open the door and you wouldn't see anything, you would kind of want to get out of there. If I wouldn't see anything high value immediately, I feel like I wouldn't want to rob the vehicle. But he spends a lot of time in there. Again, does a thing where he does 360 security, like he checks all the way around, makes sure there's no one there, and then heads off to the Duramax. Sorry for the glare, by the way. The video footage I have, for some reason, my security system, it's really difficult to export files, but I can save them and then send them out. Some difficult thing. I'll have to figure it out. He's got white shoes on, looks like long pants, and for whatever reason, wearing a shirt over his head, I guess to avoid security cameras catching him. But yeah, definitely an unfortunate event. I got signs all around my house of the security system I have, and it's just disappointing that this happens. Hopefully that this is going on just because kids are out of school and they're bored, but we'll see if we can't help the police and get this guy picked up. Just really, really unfortunate. I checked the backyard security camera footage. He wasn't on that, so I'm assuming what he did was he came up through all the homes here. I'm assuming hit my neighbor's vehicles. I have to talk to them. Tried the Mustang, hit the Santa Fe, and then also tried the Duramax. Headed down over, probably hit my neighbors here, and anywhere else the vehicles weren't in garages and weren't locked. I should move this sign to the front yard. Another thing that's really sketchy is, in light of all this stuff that's going on, God only knows if this guy was sick and now I'm sitting in the vehicle, but it also sucks because obviously there's fingerprints. Obviously, if there was more invested in this and there were more serious crimes, this guy could easily be apprehended. I mean, it's just the fact that it's not that big of a case that it probably won't get solved or whatever, because the cops have way more going on right now. It's crazy because the security system I have, there's a camera that overlooks the driveway that you guys saw, and it has 2 extremely bright red lights, and I'm assuming this is for the night vision that assists with that, but they're so bright that it's almost like to deter people. It's like, hey, there's a camera here, we want you to know there's a camera here and it's looking at you. He looks right at it for a couple frames, and I know he saw it. So I'm assuming, I guess it's just because he thought he had his shirt on that he was more protected or not going to be found out who he actually was. But we'll see. I'll keep you guys updated on this. We're going to check the duramax here, make sure there's no damage to that. But as far as I can tell, he just tried the handle, just looking for quick break-ins. What's crazy, though, is he tried the Mustang, it was locked, tried the Santa Fe, which was unlocked, that's how he was able to get in, but then whenever he tried the duramax again, it was locked, so he couldn't get in. The only reason that I feel like we dodged a bullet here is because just down the road, a guy I went to high school with, his vehicle was broken into the same night, only 2 blocks away. So I'm assuming it's the same guy. It just seems like that just has to be who it is. And in his case, his vehicle was locked, but the guy threw a brick through the rear windshield. So I'm so happy he didn't do that with my vehicles. I mean, and he hit that last because that's in that direction over there. So he came this way, hit all of our vehicles, walked that way, and then headed over to his house. And now 2 blocks away, God only knows how many vehicles he attempted that night. It's been 3 days. It's actually been like 4 or 5 days. We haven't driven the Santa Fe at all. Not because it was broken into, just no need to. But there are fingerprints here. It's expensive to go the forensic side of things. So obviously that's not the route that's going to be taken. But I think we all know who broke into my cars.
Carol Baskin.
Well, that's that. Vehicles were broken into. A bunch of the neighbors are on high alert. I just leveled out my yard. You can kind of see it out there. There's a little bit of black dirt. So that is all reseeded with fresh grass seed. Going to get this lawn in tip-top shape. Speaking of grass, I'm going to cut my backyard for the very first time this season. And now to you, the average viewer, not a big deal. But to me, means a lot. I love cutting grass. Now by August, September, I'm kind of over it, but the beginning seasons, oh my God, being able to manicure and take care of the lawn, it is something amazing. So I have my own house, I have my own vehicles, and the one thing that I think is next on the purchase list that isn't that big, I would love to have a riding mower. If anything, I'd love to get a zero-turn John Deere. That is just money. I used to do landscaping like everyone else growing up, and the John Deere zero-turn, it's amazing. My lawn's a little bit small, may have to wait till I get a bigger house, but that is definitely a life achievement I'm gonna have in my dad belt. Not even a dad yet, just trying to get ahead of schedule. If you guys don't have security cameras at your home, I suggest getting them because you can just catch gems like this. Our dogs got out of the house. They don't particularly like the neighbor's dogs. And you can see this guy back here in the white. Oh my God. Definitely get security cameras. No sponsor this video, so this video is sponsored by me. Go follow me on Instagram, RFRacing717, all lowercase. Don't think that matters, I don't know. Who cares? Follow me on Instagram, almost to 10,000. Gonna be doing a giveaway of something. I forgot what I promised earlier, but we'll get that going for you guys. It's gonna be awesome. Likes are always appreciated. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this. And comment where you're from. I always say comment like some weird thing, but I want to see where people are from. So down in the comments, tell me if you're from Tucson or North Dakota. Don't care. Be awesome. Even international fans. Want to see where everyone's from. Be really cool. Next video dropping, off-roading on the Duramax. Mike, Send It Steve, and Deceiving Bailey all have videos of their off-roading sessions, but no one really has footage of the Duramax hitting the mud, so we'll see if we can get that in the next video. Big mod coming to the Mustang, gonna try and get a really cool Alcantara suede steering wheel. I need to know if I should do this. Let me know if I should do that for the Mustang. If you guys want it done, we'll do it. Other than that, big wrap on the way for the Duramax. Gonna have to probably wait till this all blows over, but the planning is in motion. The wheels are in motion for that. Hellcat giveaway going on right now. In-chain designs. Every $5 you spend is good for 1 entry. They're probably gonna be doing a special pretty soon. Actually, I think they are doing 2 entries right now, so we'll see. I've driven this car personally. I love it. Hellcats are amazing. It's a manual Hellcat. It's so much fun. So definitely get on that giveaway. Be good. Pick me up for what's going on in the world right now. Thanks again to all the healthcare workers, everyone, all the essential workers out there doing what they need to do. Thank you all for watching. Goodbye. Wash your hands.